Okay, let's play.
Hello, I'm Matreese Jeter, and I'm here with one of Arizona's top new aspiring artists, Drew. How are you doing today, Drew?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I'm absolutely fabulous. I'm here in Atlanta. It's a nice, hot, sunny day, and I just can't complain. How's it going there in Arizona?
It's nice. It's actually not that bad this morning, so hopefully it stays like this, It gets a little hot out here in the desert state, but we make do.
I hear you. I do hear you. Well, Drew, for those of the girls out there who don't know who you are and what you do, can you give us a brief introduction?
All right, yeah, I got you. I'm Drew, obviously. We just spelled a little different, I added that, actually got that from Drew Holiday, and then I just added the H, But actually, I began rapping probably about 2012 was when I first recorded some stuff. And then from there, I just realized this is what I really wanted to do. So I just always try to keep it me, keep it real in my stories, keep it my life, and hopefully, everybody outside of Mesa, Arizona, and outside of, Tempe and whatnot will start digging the vibe, and we can get things moving a lot more.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Tell me this. Tell me about your first song. How did it come about, and what was it about?
First song, my brother was actually rapping before me, and he was rapping with my other two older homies that were named Julian and Tony. And they had this whole little rap thing that they were doing, and they were recording at Julian's house. So one day I just freestyled for my brother, and he was like, yo, you're pretty tight, come with me. So I went with them in there, and we did a remix to BMF by Rick Ross. And that was kind of when I knew that I could do something with this, because I did my verse and whatnot, and their reactions were just like, whoa, Julian, he wanted to do more work with me, so we sat down a couple months later and we did like a whole little demo in like 3 nights and put it out.
Wow.
And I gave blank CDs to my high school. People were digging it, so it was pretty cool. It was a surreal feeling.
Oh, wow, that sounds awesome. So that it kind of runs in your blood, huh? So you and your brother are talented.
Yeah, my brother's pretty talented at it.
That is cool. Well, tell me, you know what? You have a savvy way of storytelling in your music. Who were your musical influences growing up, or who is your favorites? And who or what in your personal life is your biggest inspiration behind your music also?
Probably growing up musically, I would listen to a lot of Tupac and LL and Biggie with my dad. My dad would always be bumping the old school hip hop, And then being a 90s baby, so it was in there, I remember seeing videos of them all and stuff, seeing Biggie videos and whatnot. So I guess all of them just kind of like went into me. I was like, like that, just keep it real, keep it true. But I'm a different person, different experiences, different lessons. So I wanted to come out with my own way of telling it, you know what I mean? I'm not like the hood of Tupac and whatnot and the ghetto of Biggie. Like, I wanted to just, keep it Arizona, I guess, and then be able to tell people out there my story and whatnot. And then just the way they carried themselves, they carried themselves like they were the best, like they were going to work hard and become legends. And that's exactly what I'm striving to do. And then as far as inspiration-wise, with music behind my music, easily my parents. They're two of the most hardest working people I know, and they've always been supportive of me. So when I felt like, this was starting to get off, I was like, hey, I can make them proud with this. So there we are.
All right, well, that's cool. And yeah, you know what? You definitely will make them proud. I can tell that just myself being a mother and just listening to your music. Yeah, I was very, very impressed. So that's really awesome.
I appreciate
well,
that.
tell me this. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Since becoming a rap artist, have you done live shows?
Yeah, I've done a couple actually. I've done 3 or 4, I believe. And I opened for Futuristic Kyle, SK4MC, Mr. Man, opened for T Mills a couple Sundays ago, and I
What?
opened for Jake Miller, I think last March, I want to say.
All right. Well, you're doing it. Well, tell me
Yeah.
this. What do you like the most about doing live shows? And what are the things that you dislike about it the most?
Probably the most is the adrenaline you get. My first couple shows I was doing, with just an iPod and it had the beats on it. So, I was still doing my thing, but it was just kind of different. But my last show I finally got my DJ, Danny Clemmer, and he actually went on there and DJ'd for me, and so now we're like a duo with that. And that last show at T Mills, I was just probably one of my favorite ones, just because it was like, you see it on TV how they are at their shows, with their DJ talking to them and whatnot, and it was exactly like that. And it was real surreal, it was real cool, and I enjoyed that a lot. And then, but probably the least thing I like about it is the nervousness I get, and then when I'm up there, I have so much fun, and then I'm off. And then I'm like, dang, I want to go again. And I kind of get like, dang, why were you so nervous, And it just goes by like that. But it's one of the most, like, surreal feelings you can ever get, just having the crowd vibe with you and whatnot. That's pretty cool.
Right. Wow. It sounds like it. It really does. So tell me, what 3 cities would you want to do a concert in? And if you were going to share the stage with any other artist, who would it be and why?
3 biggest cities, probably LA, NYC, and Chicago. But one day I want to come back to Mesa, and I want to do a big one at the Mesa Amp. Just have everyone in my hometown, be like, dang, he did it. That'd be pretty cool. But person I would share the stage with, my favorite artist right now is Kendrick Lamar. So that'd be pretty cool just to perform with him. But or MGK. MGK is pretty wild on the stage, so I think that'd be pretty crazy to perform with him. So, or even with Khalifa, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. He would be. Well, awesome. Were you born and raised in Arizona?
I was, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, what would you say the challenges and what are the positives also being a newly rising star in Arizona?
Some positives is just that, you're just that, you're new. You're gonna sound different, people are gonna be like, whoa, this guy sounds like nothing we've heard. And, the negative about it, but I don't really see a negative in it. I see it just because, like anything you do, you're starting from behind everybody else. And there's going to be people who are a few steps ahead because they started before you did. But I don't know, just my mindset, like I'm catching up by using, my mind and my work ethic. I'm always working. So hopefully one day I just surpass everybody else. But for now, it's a working process.
I do understand, and I just think in anything that you do, having a strong work ethic is always important. So that's a good thing to have, and that's great that your parents instilled that in you. So, I know that you have younger siblings also. So you have an older brother, and is that your only older sibling? You have younger siblings also?
I have 2 younger siblings, 2 little sisters, and then I have an older sister and an older brother. So.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me, what message would you want to take? What message would you want them to take from your new life journey?
My little sister is just to have fun, but know that life's gonna knock you, but you just gotta keep getting up, But I also want to give that to my older siblings, because growing up, they were there for me. They taught me a lot of things, and now's the time. I'm at that age. I feel I want to give back now. I am only 20, but I feel like I'm living so much older, and that's what I want to do. I want to just let all of them learn from me, to be able to let them know, everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah. Well, do you feel that as an artist you are automatically a role model to your audience, or not?
No, I don't think I'm a role model. I don't want to be a role model. Like I said, I just want people to know. I want to be a voice. I said it in my Funk It All song. I want to be a voice for for the person that that doesn't know how to rap, or the person that that can't stand up for themselves or something like that. I want to be a voice for my hometown, for my state, for the West Coast, and eventually the whole world. That's one thing I want to do. I just want to be a voice. And I don't feel like I need to be obligated to be a role model, but just the fact that I just want people, like I said, I want people to learn that life's going to knock you and whatnot, but it's a fun experience. Life's a beautiful thing. And that's the one thing I want people to take from my music.
Okay. Well, if you were to run into somebody who's just new, just brand new, up and coming, and they want to get involved with the industry and get involved with being an artist in your area, what advice would you give them? What 3 things would you say to them to get started?
Get started, man, I'll tell them to branch out, to keep it them. Too many people rap about what they're not about, or experiences that they didn't even go through,
Right.
And then the third would just be to keep going. There's been times when I'm just like, dang, why am I doing this? What's gonna happen with this? No one's gonna listen, yada yada. But that's all reality telling me that. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to keep going. If this is what you want to do, then that's definitely what I would tell them. Believe in yourself. And it's like what Kareem told me. I was talking about everybody telling me you need that one person to hear it. That you don't need no one person. You need yourself. And I tell people in Mesa all the time, everyone's like, you're waiting for that right person. And I tell them, man, y'all are the right people. The people that are bumping me now are the right people, because eventually the right people, in quote, are going to hear it,
Right. Right. That totally makes sense. So tell me this, what do you do? What else do you do? Do you have hobbies? And if you do, what are they? What do you like to do for fun?
I used to play football, but I haven't really picked up the ball since my senior year. But I like playing basketball, shooting around. I like video games, obviously. And then I'm an avid smoker, so just stuff like that.
Okay, I do hear you. Well, I've been to Arizona. Now, when I was in Arizona, I didn't really see a lot of black people. And I was just like, where's the black people at? Where do they out at? Or, yeah, so I went there to visit Kareem. And, yeah, I just really didn't see a lot. I thought that was a little different. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because we'll be out here. I have my group of friends. JJ, Carrie, David Hudson, Trent Smothers. All of us were like, we were all high school friends and whatnot. And there's like 6 or 7 of us in our senior class, and we were all close. And what was it? It was funny just because when in Arizona or in Mesa in general, you see another black guy, it's like my brother, because I mean, there's not a lot they're there. They're just, sometimes they're just hard to find. But I mean, obviously in Phoenix, that's probably where a lot of us are.
Really, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because we were in Phoenix, and I just, I'm from Alaska, so it's kind of like that in Alaska. So, so I understand it, but I've been in Georgia for so long, and it's just so different here. It's, you go in one area, you're looking around, everybody in the car beside you has a brown face, and you're like, oh, okay, go to another area, then not so much. So it just was very interesting to me, is all. So, and I plan on coming back there because it was nice. I liked the mountains, and just the scenery was beautiful. But what are 3 places you would recommend that I go next time I come?
3 places. I would definitely say Phoenix again. I like going downtown Phoenix. Downtown Phoenix is, I don't know. I like big cities like that. And in Mesa, we don't really have the big buildings, so. Phoenix is not a lot, but they're there, It's the closest thing to a big city you can get out here. But definitely Phoenix. Scottsdale is always nice. That's where I've done my shows at. And there's just some beautiful people out there. And then, if you got time, go to Mesa. Mesa, it's small, but, it's nice out here. There's a lot of good people out here. And
Really? Okay.
where I've been most of my life, so I enjoy it.
Well, I'll have to come check it out, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely have to check it out. So, well, you know
Even
what?
Tempe, too.
Tempe?
Tempe,
Okay.
definitely Tempe.
How far is that, like, from Mesa?
Probably 15 minutes. About 15 minutes,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Tempe's always nice. That's where ASU is and whatnot, so that's where all the college kids go, so.
Okay. So it's really, but now Mesa's really close to Phoenix also, though, isn't it? Isn't it?
Tempe?
Or what? I said Mesa. Mesa and Phoenix
Oh,
are pretty close as well.
Mesa, yeah, it's probably about a 45-minute drive from here to Phoenix.
Yeah, 'cause I remember seeing signs when I was there.
Mm.
I was like, it didn't seem like it was that far. Well, neat.
Mm.
I can't wait to come back and visit, and maybe the next time I do, I could come check out a show or something. That would be awesome.
I'll definitely keep you posted on them, so.
Well, thanks. Well, tell me this: that you're in this point of your career, where do you envision your career going? And do you have an interest in branching out to other areas of the entertainment industry?
At
Like
this point,
acting?
probably. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I like acting, for instance.
Oh, yeah, probably acting. My mom always said I'm a good actor. Mom and Dad always said I could play it off. So acting would be fun, I think. I make a lot of people laugh, so I've always thought I could be a little comedian. But sometimes you're not as funny as you think you are. But who knows? But at this point in my career, probably where I see it going is, you can't. I'm in the beginning stages still, so I see the only place I can go is up. I just keep working, and eventually I can get to where, I'm trying to get to. But right now, it's grind mode right now, just got to keep working hard, and eventually I'll get there. But that's why I see it going up.
Okay, good. Can't go nowhere but up. Well, and you're not at the bottom, so, but that's an awesome thing. That is really, really good. Tell me this. Some artists, some artists are like, yeah, I knew I made it when I bought my mama a house, or when I did, whatever goal it was that they set for themselves. So, what would be, what I'm trying to say is, what would be the accomplishment or the sign for you, or the goal that you set for yourself, that would let you know that, you know what, I made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Probably when I get 101.5, 98.3, 104.7, those stations in Arizona, when I get them just blasting my music. When I get my hometown, everybody listening to it. And then when I go to a different state and say I'm doing a tour or something, and what was it? The last concert T Mills was doing, and he rapped and then he stopped and the crowd was rapping what he said. I think that would be a sign to me. Like, I don't think the money would be nice, obviously, but I don't think the number of the paycheck or the amount of fame that I get will let me know I made it. I think when I have, people from all over digging my music, hitting me up, I think that's when I know I will. And then obviously when I can help mom out, help pops out, help my brother out, when I can be able to give back to the people that gave to me so much, and I can still have something in my pocket, I think that's when I'll know that I got there, that I accomplished.
Okay. Totally makes sense to me. Well, where do you see yourself in maybe 5 years from now?
5 years, I'll be 25. So my goal, and I say it all the time, my goal is to blow up by 22, 23. So hopefully I'm not 25 still, rapping in my bedroom, getting little shows at little venues. Definitely in 5 years I wanna be there. That's the goal. And I think it's very very reasonable, very logical, especially just with the progress that I've made. My work ethic has picked up even more. So like I said, hopefully it'll just pop for me. I pray for it. I'm working for it. So all I've got to do is pay off.
Okay. Well, I've heard your music, so I'm going to have to say that you definitely will not be rapping in your bedroom, only if you want to. But not because that's how it is. Okay?
I got you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, if you wanted to leave your stamp on the world, what 3 things would you want the world to remember about you?
I loved life. That's one thing. My friends around here, they always say, you know, even on a bad day, I got a smile on my face. I want one thing. That's another thing. I want people to know I'm always smiling. You know, I wasn't maybe happy with life, but I was always a happy guy. You know, I think the biggest thing is because I feel blessed 24/7. You know, and so that's the thing. And then the third thing, I like to have fun, man. I want people to know that. You know, I was wild, I was crazy. You know, but I was toned with it. But I love to have fun. You know, I'll do the craziest stuff, and I'll do the littlest stuff. You know, whether it's going to a party or whether it's going to a different state and doing this and that, you know, or whether it's just chilling at the crib, you know, with a couple homies playing the PS3, you know, I like to have a good time. That's another thing, probably the final thing I want people to know.
Okay. Well, you know, I could definitely believe that. I love your energy. It's awesome. You would put a smile on my face if you were around me too. So that's a great thing. And, you know, I just want to I appreciate you coming and doing the interview with me today. And I just want to thank you. And you keep doing what you do.
I appreciate it. I thank you. The opportunity, you know, for the chance. I definitely enjoyed it. And hopefully we can have, you know, a few more in the future.
Okay. Well, thank you. And we're out.
All right. Thank you.
Miss Drama think I want the fame. You can tell by my Jesus piece that I'm married to the game. Would I have jumped up on that plane to interview with you if I wasn't up on my game? That's the story of my life.